Gotham Knights just dropped a 13-minute trailer, and I am so excited to talk about this today because it was 13 minutes long. And here's 10 things that I learned from today's trailer. Let's get started. What is going on, guys? My name is Jim, and welcome back to the gaming channel. And in today's video, we're going to talk about Gotham Knights and its 13-minute trailer. This trailer was amazing. Let's talk about 10 things that we found out. Let's just get started. We're gonna start the list off at number 10 with Redhood and Nightwing were the featured heroes in today's Gotham Knights trailer. So yes, we didn't see any more heroes. We just saw Gotham Knights, Redhood, and Nightwing. Now let me tell you real quick, these two heroes were bad. You had Redhood with the projectiles and the guns and all kinds of armored shields, and then you had Nightwing with the typical Robin style combat, and he has his nightsticks. It was just so good. I really enjoyed it because I loved Arkham Knight, and I remember playing as Nightwing and Red Hood a lot, and it felt like it was just more upgraded from that in Arkham Knight's DLC. Speaking of combat, the combat in this game is so intense, visceral, and downright amazing. Look at this combat in some of these sections right here. The combat is fluid, and there's just so much going on. There's so many things you can do with these two characters, and this is just the start of a 13-minute trailer. Literally, this is a 13-minute trailer showing that the combat is already off to an amazing start. If you are worried about the combat, do not be worried about the combat, because the combat, look at this right here. This is legitimately amazing, and I cannot wait to play this game in October because the combat is just downright amazing. I can't say anything more about it than that. The stealth is actually really good too. You see a little bit of stealth in the game, and the stealth just feels like the Arkham Knight, Arkham Asylum, Arkham City games, and Arkham Origins, all of them. So if you are a fan of the Arkham games, you'll know that the combat and stealth has definitely stayed its welcome here, and it's not going anywhere, and it's definitely probably improved in some areas. The stealth really looks like it's not as messy as the other Arkham games so far. Sometimes you would try to get someone in a stealth move in the other Arkham games, sometimes if the game was a bug fest, and it wouldn't register. Hopefully they fixed it this time, but that is awesome to see. This is a big one. I repeat, this is a big one. There is no online only co-op or 4-player co-op. We didn't see 4-player co-op, we only saw 2-player co-op in this trailer. But if you are worried about, like me, to play this game single player because you like to play the Arkham games alone because those games are literally meant to be played that way because that's how they started, then you're going to be happy to know that this is not required. You actually can play the game alone. You can play up to 4 people. We do not know about that yet, but we do know you can play co-op and you can play single player. So Avengers, you should have took lessons from this. I know Avengers had both, but Avengers also had the online only route, and that was a disaster to take. I'm pretty 100% sure that Gotham Knights is not online only. I will show in the picture right here. There you go. This one is really upsetting if you're a fan of the Arkham games and the combo meters. If you like the combo meter gauges showing ×1 up to ×100 to ×300, especially with the Killer Croc thing and the Arkham Knight, that was so, the Killer Crocs, that one trophy that was like 0.1 in Arkham Knight, I got that one, but that was so satisfying. You see right here, if you are into those combos and all that stuff going on right there, then you are going to be very upset to know this trailer, this whole 13-minute trailer did not feature any sign of that combat, of that combo meter being shown in that trailer, because I didn't see it. Let me know in the comment section below if I missed it, but I did not see it at all in this trailer. And getting that times meter, that combo meter, is really, really a huge thrill, and it makes you feel like you just got to keep going and going and get better and better. But they do, however, add in the combat's new mechanics. It was very, very briefly described at this part, but pretty much you take down a certain amount of enemies in certain ways, and it unlocks a special move, so you can't be spamming special moves, so that's another good thing. So it goes hand in hand. Probably could be it could possibly be upgraded just like Kingdom Hearts inside an upgrade system, or it could just be who knows at this point. DLC, are we gonna get DLC for a combo gauge? Hopefully not, but that was not even a joke, I'm serious. Redhood and Nightwing traverse the city in very unique ways. So if you're just worried about just walking around as those two, no, you're gonna see it right here. Nightwing traverses just like this on a glider, and Red Hood acquires his stepping on like the air type of thing with like shields, and that is really cool as well. So you can traverse the city as them in different ways. And that's just 2 of the 4 characters, I'm pretty sure. I think there's 4. But let me know in the comment section below if I'm wrong about that, though. And also, you do have it where you can fast travel in a Batcopter or something like that, and you can land in certain points. So it's got a very unique way of dropping in and dropping out of areas that you have been before. So fast travel is a big thing in this game. If you have unlocked certain areas, you can actually fast travel just like the other Arkham games. But at the same time, I don't mind walking around to get through Arkham games. It's just that big. It's just that fun. But maybe it's just that big of a game and it needs fast travel. Who knows? Up next, this one's huge. Again, this game is next gen only. I know it's very hard to come by a PS5 and an Xbox Series X in today's world. This game is only on new gen hardware. So if you are looking to get a PlayStation or Xbox and you want this game and it drops, the system drops and you can get it, trade games in and figure something out, because this game is only coming to new gen. It's already been confirmed. You're gonna see better frame rate, you're gonna see better graphics, all kinds of stuff. But keep in mind that this game could have issues on day one, and that could definitely be something that could be worked out in a patch. We don't know, but the game looks fluid from what I've seen. I don't see too much stutter. Actually, I don't see any stutter, even though I watched it at 9 o'clock in the morning, which is probably why. But I'm really excited to see this one in a new gen only. I know some people are going to say that new gen is way too hard to get, but I'm pretty sure there's an alternative, a PC, when that comes out as well. Now, this one could be a mixed bag for some. This one, to me, I understand it's in the game, but a lot of other people may not like this. I'm half and half. Relies heavy on kind of like collecting gear and collecting items when enemies drop it. So in the other Arkham games, they didn't drop loot, they didn't drop stuff like that. And I'm pretty sure that's something like in Borderlands. I haven't really played Borderlands. I know it dropped loot, I know it's a looter shooter game, but this game has a high RPG mechanic going on here. You upgrade and level up. I don't know if it's gonna make you overpowered and make the game too easy. So I don't know if that's gonna affect the game, but I'm pretty sure they know what they're doing with this game, because this game looks fantastic so far. So the gear and mechanic stuff, if you look at the upgrade system, it looks good. That's for sure. So that is the next thing. All right, this one's really important. Batman's obviously not in this game. He died in the events of the aftermath of Arkham Knight. And I don't know why they showed this in the trailer, because it literally shows it in the trailer. I know it describes it in the beginning of the game when we first heard about it, but it shows Red Hood and Nightwing mourning over their lost hero, the Dark Knight himself, Batman, and it's really an emotional cutscene from what I've seen, and it shows those two getting a little bickery and fighting about it. So that is definitely something that could tie into a story, maybe betrayal. We don't know. We know how Red Hood is. We just don't. Those two are very crafty fighters. So maybe Batgirl will hold it all back and make sure they don't fight. We don't know. It's gonna have a great story. I can see that already. And last but certainly not least, the Court of Owls finally make their appearance in the game as gameplay. And let me tell you right now, the Court of Owls look intimidating. Let me tell you right now, like you first meet them where Nightwing is going into an area like this right here. He fights these 2 Court of Owl members, and they're obviously not the head guys. That would be crazy to those are the head of the organization of the owls, I guess you can say. But the Court of Owls definitely has a big hold, as you heard in the trailer, of the reason that a lot of the Batman villains have escaped from Arkham and been released. So keep that in mind as well. So they're a big influence to all the villains, like Mr. Freeze and other villains being released in the game, which is awesome. Who doesn't want more villains? Speaking of that, I'll be making a top 5 or top 10 villain video. Need to be in this game, so stay tuned to that as well. But the Court of Owls shows a really cool scene where you have to fight some brute, Talon Gladiator brute or something like that. This thing is one of the elite forces for the Court of Owls, kind of their henchmen, and these things look intimidating. These things look worse than those big things in those Bane-looking things in Arkham Asylum, and those Joker things in City. This thing looks crazy. It looks like a Juggernaut straight out of Tomb Raider or something. It looks like a Juggernaut. Seriously, that's what it looks like, and it looks bad. It looks something like God of War. But nonetheless, I cannot wait to see how challenge in this combat is, because I love the Arkham games and I mastered them for sure. I've got 100% all the trophies and I can't wait to play this one. But guess what? At the end of the trailer, they do showcase Red Hood jumping into the fun of the Court of Owls part, and it shows him in a cutscene getting trapped by looks like he's trying to save one of the Court of Owls. Looks like he's an innocent one. But then the Court of Owls traps him into a stronghold, and we don't know what happens next, and the trailer ends. Now keep in mind also, there's something to add. If you pre-order the game, you do get a bat cycle. You see right here, that is really cool. No word on collector's editions or anything like that. I'll definitely make further videos of this type of stuff. I will definitely be staying up to date on Gotham Knights. I literally have not slept more than 2 hours, and I came up to make this video because this and Kingdom Hearts are going to be heavily featured on this channel, so stay tuned for those 2 games of any kind of magnitude, any Arkham games, any Kingdom Hearts games. Just stay tuned to that if you're interested in that. But also, guys, let me know in the comment section below, do you think this game looks amazing? Are you kind of worried about it? Are you happy it's not just online only? Are you going to pick it up in October? Thanks for watching today's video. Definitely consider hitting that subscribe button, like this video, comment down below what you guys think, and I will see you in the next video. Peace out, guys.